Well guys, and what's not shocking to me, we're hearing that the government's booster program is lagging behind the first time around. Naturally, they're quick to blame everything, but the most likely of reasons for this, because ignorance is bliss, I guess. Or maybe it sets up the vilification of the public like last year. Time will obviously tell on that. But it is actually laughable first seeing this article here from the Telegraph talking about the reasons why it's not going as well. All of this while they ignore some pretty big elephants in the room, but then again they do that quite often. Then of course you got Sajid Javid coming out saying you better do as we say or you're gonna lose your freedoms, because force always helps convince people you're trying to help them, don't it? Now of course there will be many reasons why the rollout might be different this time around, including some big elephants in the room you just can't say on here, you know, thanks to the Ministry of Truth and all of that. Naturally though, the article avoids them reasons and focuses on who's leading the program rather than the words and actions of elected officials, the media and the people they call scientists. At this point, the amount of unhinged bullshit being belt-fed to people that they're seeing right through is monumental. It's happening all the time and not on loan so the powers that be can't even see it. It's people talking amongst themselves in the real world. Now, I would say this is mostly caused by Boris and the media, but others are helping the public question more and more each day. People like me can sit here talking until the cows come home and be ignored by many or limited by the platforms we're on. But when people see the likes of Doris contradict something he said before, they start to clock on and talk amongst themselves. Then of course when you add the almost constant threats and coercion from government ministers using the media at every opportunity, trust is going to go out the window. Sajid Javid, it seems, is actually helping that out today, as this comment section talking about his threats is showing us here. You must always remember that the Telegraph is a paper often read by conservatives, so the very people now shitting all over these commiservatives are indeed their own voters. As I've said before, all of that and more has helped cause the problems that they're moaning about in the media over the past couple of days. Either that or they're just trying to find an excuse to blame the public like I said. But some of you may remember months ago when they started ramping up this bullying, I actually said that this is not going to help their cause, and it seems I might be right. Shit, even the British Medical Journal said this about their mandates on care staff and coercion in general. They pointed out using the stick for anything often turns those who once supported you against you, or in short it backfires hard. Naturally, the media and government ain't gonna admit that, despite it being common throughout history, as many of you know, which, if there's any truth to these articles we've got here, it's certainly done or is gonna do soon. Of course, a pinch of salt and the media go hand in hand, but you lot are smart, you don't really need me to tell you that. The comment section showing people shitting all over them is what really matters though, because it tells me that the tide is turning. This is clearly good news, unless of course you are the government or the media. How long before they shut down these comment sections, I wonder?